Alright, so I got some games sent to me by Video Games New York, and the first game I want to show you is Satazius Next. I actually talked about this on the channel before. If you guys remember, this game came included with the Shmup collection, but originally I believe it was released on Dreamcast. And as you guys can see, this is a vertical shooter, and it's very similar to games like R-Type, I would say. You know, it's very simple, but the game looks gorgeous. And when I say simple, I don't mean that R-Type is simple. That game is hard as hell. But this one's more forgiving, and you get a lot of weapons that you can use in this game. I feel like this game is one of the more impressive games that Josh Prod has published next to ARMS 7. So definitely check this one out, guys, whether you get it for the Dreamcast or the Switch with the Shmup collection. They also surprised me with another Dreamcast game, Wolflame. So originally this came out on the Dreamcast, I believe. Now, as you guys can see, this is a horizontal shoot 'em up, and what I like about this one is that I like how the screen strafes back and forth depending on what direction you're going into, so you have more area to kind of dodge your enemies pretty much. And there's a lot going on in this game, but not in as much as like something like a bullet hell. Game's a lot of fun. It's like an advanced version of old school games, kind of like a 1942 or whatnot, you know. So very cool game. I love how you level up your weapons, and you just like a lot of explosions on the screen. Definitely a cool shoot 'em up that people should be playing. Anyways, guys, if you want to see a more detailed talk on those games, I actually did a video about them previously on the Shmup collection. You should definitely check that out. And also, thank you to Video Games New York Soft for sending me these games. If you guys are interested in any of these games or any of the other games they put out, here is what their site looks like. It's pretty awesome. Their Dreamcast selection is pretty awesome as well. Definitely do a look there because they have a lot of cool stuff that I didn't even know existed. And I will leave their link in the description. And next up, I got a game sent to me by App Lava team, and this game is called Blazing Beaks. I heard this game's been out for a while, and it finally got a physical release on the PlayStation 4. And what's outstanding, of course, it comes with an instruction manual. Not just any instruction manual, a pretty thick one. A matter of fact, they sent it to me with the instruction manual on the outside of the case, kind of like similar to where, if you remember when King of the Fighters 13 had came out brand new and they had a CD soundtrack on the back of the game, it was kind of like that, so I thought that was kind of funny. But anyways, this game is very similar, well, pretty much a Gungeon type game where you pretty much like go through levels, shooting enemies, getting level ups. Gotta be careful too because some of the level ups can kind of downgrade you as well. You just collect stuff and you keep like going through a plethora of levels. It's really a lot of fun. And when you're playing with two players, the thing is that if you try to like get too many power-ups, it could like mess you up pretty much. So in this game, you don't want to be too greedy when you grab new stuff. You know, you want to make sure you share it and stuff because you never know what's going to downgrade you or whatnot. But game is really cool. It's very similar to Enter the Gungeon, and it has a really cool soundtrack as well. As a matter of fact, this game came with a soundtrack code that I'm going to download later. So guys, if you like what you're seeing here, definitely give this one a try. And congratulations to App Lava team for getting this out as a physical. You know, it means a lot when we preserve these type of games as a physical format. So good on them for that, and thank you for sending me this copy. I really appreciate it. Here's World War Z for the Switch. It finally came out. I didn't think this game was going to come out because I remember Saber Interactive was saying this was the hardest game they ever had to work on, and I thought they were going to cancel it. But all of a sudden, a few weeks back, they said that it was up for pre-order. So I was like, wow, they actually finished it. So anyways, of course, this game is like a downgrade from its original console counterparts. When I say console, I'm talking about PS4 and Xbox. But it actually works good on the Switch. They did a good job porting this. I know a lot of people want to know about the frame rate and all that stuff. Well, the game runs at 30 frames per second, but obviously you're going to have drops when a bunch of zombies come on the screen. But it's not that bad, actually, and it still runs pretty well with the zombies like going crazy on the screen. So definitely worth picking up. But you got to remember this, though. This only comes with the first 4 episodes. So if you're looking for Marseille, you have to look later down the line, I guess, because it's not even available for download yet. or hopefully it will be. But I figured they would add those levels into the game since the Switch owners had to wait so long. But we'll see what happens in the future, how much it costs and all that good stuff. But anyways, guys, if you decide to pick this game up, it's definitely worth it. You guys know that me and the Media Glitch Stream Team, this is our bread and butter game. We always play this game. And a lot of people like to compare it to Left 4 Dead. I think this game took the Left 4 Dead formula and ran with it and made it so much better. And not only that, I didn't test this version out if you could play it in first-person view mode, but still as a third-person game, this game is fantastic. Definitely check this one out.
What's happening?
We're going to find out. Did they?
We don't know yet. Stay where you are.
Help! They got me! Oh, shit! They're on board!
Reloading!
Here's Huntdown for the Switch. This game is freaking awesome. I was very surprised by this game. Now, I actually had saw this, I think around a year ago on John's channel. He was doing a live stream of it. And just, the game had pulled me in, but at the same time, I didn't realize it didn't have a physical release at that time. So at least that I knew of. So now, it's got a physical release from Clear River Games. And it did get a physical release from Limited Run. But this version obviously is going to be the easier version to get because it's more retail than limited. Now, this is an arcade run and gun game. As you can see here, it has pixelated graphics, just my style. And the story is kind of like a cyberpunk type. And thank goodness this game is co-op, because with an arcade type game like this, you need co-op gameplay. Now, you pretty much in this game like go against these gang members and everything. And at the end of the levels, you fight these crazy bosses, which is pretty hilarious. They talk crap to you. You got to take cover, run from them, dodge them. Basically, you use every technique you've learned to kind of dodge them and stay out of the way. There's still a lot I'm learning about this game, but I'm enjoying every minute of it. It's funny, like each level you go against different gangs, and it kind of reminds me of the movie The Warriors in a way, how the gangs are like set up. It's just pretty cool. But anyways, guys, like I always say, if you like what you're seeing here, definitely check this one out, especially for the price of $30. It's coming out for the PS4 as well, and it comes with an instruction manual.
Now we're talking. Stash collected.
Heads up! I'm done!
Take them out!
Bounty found.
Finally, son! My knuckles were starting to itch! Some just need a high five in the face!
You're about to be everywhere.
You are a knuckle sandwich! I've got plenty!
So here is Stubbs the Zombie, a rebel without a pulse. I used to have this game on the Xbox, and I played it briefly, and for some reason I fell off from it. But seeing it being re-released for $20, I decided to take a chance on it. Now, I don't really remember this game that much, but I remember you play as a zombie, and it's kind of like, I don't know if it's like a sandbox type game, but it's free roam. I like the 1950s look and everything like that, so hoping this game will be something funny to remember. But if you guys have played this, let me know about it, and let me know what you think.
The punchbowl monorail is the best way to get around the city.
Alright, so I also picked up Double Dragon 4 for the Switch from Best Buy. Now, I know a lot of people have mixed reviews, feelings about this game, but I actually like it, you know. It was more made of as a sequel to Double Dragon 2 in the way the game plays. I know not a lot of people like Double Dragon 3, the arcade game, or the NES version, which is actually better than the arcade. But I like the idea they had with this game. I just wish they had put a little bit more effort into it. The story leaves much to be desired. Marion gets kidnapped again, and the Lee brothers are off to rescue her again. Now, the game gives you new moves, but I think one of the worst moves this game has, but it's actually pretty useful, is the flying headbutt. You know, the flying headbutt kind of works like the Super Knee did in Double Dragon 2, so it just, I don't know, man. The move just looks silly, but like I said, I actually like the game. I just wish that they made a little bit more of an effort into it, but you know, that's whatever. I'm just happy we got another Double Dragon game. So, as I say, if you like what you're seeing here, you might want to pick this up. As of right now, if you missed limited runs pre-order for this game, you can get the standard edition at Best Buy. Here is Dark Pictures Anthology House of Ashes. This is the third game in this series, and I think this is the best one so far. Now, the game takes place in 2003 during the Iraq War, and your team is looking for Saddam Hussein. You end up getting some bad intel and end up falling in this underground cavern, and the game just takes off from that point on. People get split up. You're being chased. It's just all kinds of insane. I don't want to spoil too much of the story for you, but what's really going to pull you into this game is how much you like the characters. The characters, in my opinion, were very likable, and you really want them to live. You want to protect them at all costs. Now, the game does add this silly story trope about this kind of like a love triangle thing, I guess. That was kind of weird, especially with the situation you're in, but I guess it kind of works depending on how you look at it. But the game is very tense because it puts you in crazy situations where you have to be perfectly quiet or you have to do quick time events, and it's just like, just to be very careful when you play this game. You do have chances if you mess up, but you can't mess up too often because it could be fatal for that character you're playing as. Now, I think I said earlier that the characters are all likable. You're going to want them to live. My favorite character out of all of them was Salim. Man, what he was going through in the beginning of the game is pretty insane because he's actually by himself for a good portion of the game, and then he finally teams up with other characters. But man, I thought his situation was the worst. But anyways, guys, if you want a good thrill, I think you should pick this game up. It only goes for $30, and probably if you wait longer, it's going to be less. Definitely check this one out. Finally got the physical release of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Everybody's been wanting this game to get a physical for years, and if you guys remember, this was on the PlayStation Network on the Xbox Live years ago, and it got delisted. So people were like, man, this game is awesome. Like, this should get a physical release, and they came to realize that that might not happen. But thanks to Limited Run, I believe, this game got a physical format. So, awesome game preserved. Now, I'm sure most of you have played this game. This is a beat 'em up game. Really is a montage to all the old school ones. It puts all the best things together, and it goes over a story mode that kind of like reminisces the movie, which I have not seen yet. I don't know if I ever will, but maybe someday. But anyways, a really fun game. I'm not sure which is better, 99 Vidas or this one. You know, you guys let me know in the comments which one you think is better. I always choose 99 Vidas, but everybody else tells me no, Scott Pilgrim is way better. This game is 4 players online, branching paths, crazy boss battles, and it's just funny overall gameplay. Definitely something that most people should play. Next, we have Bloodstained Curse of the Moon Part 2 for the PS4. Yes, I've talked about this game on my channel before. Me and John traded for the collector's edition for the Switch, but you know me, I wanted my PS4 version. And like I said, I'm not going to go too much into this game because I've already talked about it on the channel before, but if you're a fan of Castlevania, old school Castlevania games, not the Metroidvania type games, but the old school ones that are kind of leveled based in different paths, you will definitely like this game. Also, just to let you guys know, I got my copy of the game from Best Buy. They're not letting people like order it and have it shipped to their houses for whatever reason. So you have to like pretty much order it and go pick it up from the store. I think I know why they're doing it, but I'm not really sure like why they're doing it that way. But either way, get your copy now before it sells out. Next up, I finally got a copy of Soul Blonde Back to the Island for the DS. My buddy Martin showed me a good deal for this on eBay, and I went ahead and picked it up. Now, there's not really any footage of the DS version, and I don't really like recording like this, so I'm just going to go use the Wii version to show you guys how some of the gameplay looks. I've talked about this game on my channel before. You pretty much play as a girl named Sunny Blonde. She's on a cruise. She gets knocked overboard, and she pretty much wakes up on this island that kind of resembles or is like Pirates of the Caribbean. She's like went back in time, and she meets all these different people. It's actually a really good story, but of course the DS version is a downgrade. There's no voice acting, so you have to read text, and you have to use a stylus to kind of like guide her around. But still, I'm a fan of this series. If you haven't played the Soul Blonde series, I would recommend the PC version, obviously, or the Wii version. The DS version is just more of a novelty, but you can pick this version up as well if you think it's good.
Oh my God.
One moment, please. Good day, my lady. What can I...
You were writing poetry?
Well, promise you won't tell anyone. Please.
Why? Oh, you should be working.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just, private.
I'm Sunny. And you are?
I am known as Juan. Let me say what a pleasure it is to meet such a beautiful lady.
A poet and a gentleman. Oh.
Your hair is so blonde. It's like the afternoon sun reflecting off the ocean.
Here is Sparklite, the signature edition. Now, I've always wanted this version of the game, but at the time, I just saw that it was coming out to America as a standard, and I went ahead and got that version. But CAG had this one for sale, and I asked him if we could trade for it, and we ended up trading for it. So I'm not going to open up my copy here, but I will show you what's inside from another video I saw. The reason I'm not opening mine right now is because I don't know where I'm going to put all this stuff right now, and then I already have the regular edition right now, so I have no desire to open this at the moment, even though I will later on. But it has a lot of cool goodies in it: CD, soundtrack, pins, stuff like that, art book, everything I wanted with the original release. Even though I talked about this game on my channel before, my buddy John, Intrigue Gaming, did an in-depth review on this game, and he went over pretty much everything this game has to offer, how long it is, you know, how everything was with it. It was really a good review. Definitely check it out. Just a little insight from me: if you're fans of like old school Zelda games, you'll definitely get into this game. Great music, great characters, a lot of charm, pixelated graphics, which I love. Definitely something to check out. But I would tell you guys to check out John's video for a more in-depth review. Sakuna Rice and Ruin Divine Edition. This actually just arrived today, and this game is like a simulator plus an action adventure game, which is kind of pretty unique. Now, I literally just got my copy of the game today, so I didn't really do an unboxing of it, but Joel did an unboxing of it about a year ago, and shows a lot of good stuff that comes with the package. I got my copy for, I think it was on sale for $35 shipped off of Amazon, so I went ahead and grabbed that. But anyways, guys, we're going to check out some gameplay real fast, and then we'll come back with the closing.
You're telling me to go out and hunt?
As long as the demons rule this island, foraging is too great a burden for the humans alone. Your divinity dictates that you must be the one to act, my princess.
Over here! Here we go! Whirling If we don't go fetch the others, they'll never find this place.
Princess, this is no time for a royal nap.
All right, fine.
Goddess, should we plant something in this field?
I have some rice husks right here.
We plant rice. Sakuna grows strong, yes?
Give my gratitude for this meal. So, Lady Sakuna, what should we do now?
Alright everyone, that's going to do it for this video. Sorry if this video felt a little rushed. You know, I was really trying to watch UFC today, and one of my guys lost, but everybody else won. So, pretty good day for me, pretty exciting. But anyways, I'm glad to get this video out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Radical Reggie, and I will see you all later.